Uh-oh. Hello, hello, hello. Woo, we had a little in the beginning, but nevertheless, we are here. Welcome to the Herpreneur Network, Her Talk Show. And I am your host, your girl, Torri Hammond. And I am so excited to be bringing you one of my Herbassador sisters on tonight. But before we get to that, guys, let's chat. All right. So I am here in Houston, Texas, in the sunny Houston, Texas. Definitely enjoying myself. Glad to be here, but nevertheless excited. So I am Torri Hammond, the CEO of Sassy Hair Care Products. I am also the author of the book, Go and Grow, 10 Key Points Every Entrepreneur Should Know in Order to Win. I am the owner of Bold and Sassy Hair Designs that's located in Arlington, Texas. I'm a certified business coach as well as a Meta certified digital marketing associate. I am an elite Herbassador in the Herpreneur Network, as well as the regional director for the West Coast and your host of the Her Talk Show, guys. Happy Monday. So those of you who are watching live, pop it in the comments. Where are you watching from? I'm in Houston, Texas. Rep your city. I would love to know where you are watching from. So just a few announcements for your hearing. Listen, we are in summer school. We are in summer school. The Herpreneur Network is in summer school. And listen, our leader, our founder, Dr. Nikki Ziegler, has opened up summer school for everyone. And so this is your opportunity, listen, to get refreshed, just to take a second and just learn some new things, or, bring some things to your remembrance, right? Be accountable and get some things done, all right? And so we kicked off summer school on last Saturday, and it kicked off with our Dr. Patricia talking about the importance of prayer. And this Saturday, we have Dr. Connie. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. This Saturday, we have Dr. Connie that's coming up that's going to be talking about mindset, guys. And so it's absolutely free to register. Excuse me. It is absolutely free to register, guys. And so make sure that you register and get into summer school, guys. It's a great way, again, to refresh, right? To learn some new things and to definitely hold yourself accountable. I need some water. Hold yourself accountable as, we kind of move through this thing called business, right? Because let's just be real. Every once in a while, we can definitely get in a way where we kind of get a little lazy, right? Or we kind of lack on some areas and things of that nature that we really could be doing better in. And what summer school is going to give you, give you an opportunity, right, to get some things done and to definitely learn some things. And so I'm excited about that. But welcome, Michelle, to the live. Welcome. Hey, Coach Ann. Welcome. All right, Fairview Heights is in the building. All right, guys, rep your city. Listen, the Herpreneurs are coming in. I'm excited because I get to interview my accountability partner. I get to interview my Mia Lucas, guys. I'm excited. Listen, this is amazing. I get to get up close and personal with all of my Herbassador sisters and getting to know them, and also giving you guys the opportunity to get to know them as well. I think this is amazing. What the Herpreneur Network is about is fixing each other's crowns and maintaining them. We believe that collaboration trumps competition. Listen, and we are here to collaborate, create, and celebrate one another. as we move through ministry and through business, guys. So without further ado, I'm going to bring my sister up. All right, guys, hand clap for my sis, Mia Lucas. Welcome, 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 Mia. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello.
So take a second. Tell people who you are and what it is that you do.
Well, my name is Mia Lucas. I am a developmental disabilities counselor with children that come in the system of care here in Florida. I'm also a hospital social worker, case manager on the hospital level. I I work in partnership with several nonprofits where I create programming for our youth. I mentor lots of youth and young adults. Um, I'm the owner of Precision Domestic Services. I am co authoring in I Am an Overcomer Woman with Dr. Nikki Ziegler, as well as authoring my own book titled The Freedom to Find Peace Through the Pieces. It's a piece about breaking generational curses and healing generational traumas.
Awesome,
About me.
awesome, awesome, guys. That's my sis. That's my sis. That's my sis. So I'm excited to get into a conversation with you because I love what you do. I love how you serve the community. I love how you care for the young adults, listen, our future professionals. And I really want to have a conversation about it because our kids, they are really, really, really having a hard time with navigating through the times right now. And I think it's important to have people like you who come in, who give your time and also lend over your heart, your arms, and your everything to serve them.
Mhm.
So let's talk about that. How is that experience to be able to work with kids?
It for me, it's amazing. Knowing the supports that I did not have as a youth. It's important for us to invest in the next generation. I hear a lot. I have lots of conversation, and I hear a lot of conversation about the world and people, and I hear, well, what can we do about the situation with our politics, with in regards to racism, in regards to the financial gap, you know with with races, right, within racism. And I think that the way for us to fix that gap, and the way for us as a generation, as a culture, it is our generation's responsibility to pour into our youth and into the next generation in order to give them a leg up what we didn't have. It is our responsibility to make them better. And it actually it brings me joy because I have two young adult sons. Um, and everything that I have done, they've watched me do. I've done to be an example for them. And I can say I'm very proud because they also give back, and they also have humongous hearts. They are after their mother's heart.
Oh, Yoni. So that's good. And so awesome, awesome, awesome. I love that. So, what are some of the challenges that our kids see today in these, in these times?
Well, being, I can first say the major challenge I think is, think about it, back when we were younger and we were coming up, right? When we were coming up, we were in church on Sundays. We were in church on Wednesdays for Bible school. Um, we were taught to pray. We were, taught to read the Bible, even though we didn't know what it said. In Sunday school, we had a little passage that we were taught to study and to read, right? We learned memory verses. And things surrounding the word. the Bible, having a relationship with God, right? And we had prayer in school.
We did.
We had prayer in school. Nowadays, and there were things that we could not listen to. There were a lot of restrictions when we were coming up, right?
Right.
No matter whose home you were in, there were restrictions on things that you could watch or listen to. Nowadays, I think the main struggle and challenge is exposure. Our youth are exposed to different attacks of the enemy, and they're and I don't want to, cause any conflict, but there's a lot of parents that aren't equipped or prepared themselves um, in the spirit realm to recognize that and to see that there is a breakdown. I think their biggest challenge and the biggest struggle, I'm sorry, is exposure. They're exposed to a lot of information that their brains are not ready to process.
That's so true. It definitely is something that is major because a lot of the things that our kids have now, we didn't have.
No,
Growing up, we didn't have cell phones
no,
and all these ways to connect. There are so
no.
many ways to connect. Listen, we had the beeper. You remember the beeper?
Yes.
Had to actually pick up the phone. Now, you can actually video call people. Like, it's just changed so much. And they do have a lot of exposure. They
Exposure.
are exposed to a lot. Remember when the TV used to go off at a certain time?
And the snow would come on the screen.
Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Listen. And so now it's so different. That's so true. Our kids
Mhm.
are exposed
They're
us to
exposed.
so
And
much. And so in your job and what you do, how do you support, in what ways do you support kids?
so I provide them the tools, because the other piece of that is there's exposure. Um, and this is the new wave, this is new age, right? So
Hmm.
our children are going to be exposed, but it is our responsibility as parents, and as leaders in the you in our communities. It is our responsibilities to educate them,
It
to
is.
educate them and give them the tools to process the information that they're receiving.
Hmm. That's true.
So in order for us to give them the tools for them to process the information that they're receiving, we have to be educated,
That's true
because
too.
once again, like we just said, we didn't have social media. So
Right.
these things are new to us. So it is
Right.
our responsibility to educate ourselves on the new nuances of the world, so that we're able to maneuver them, as well as educate and expose them and help them to unpack and break down some of the messages that they're receiving.
Right, 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 right. So somebody in the audience said, and you can make your name known by typing it, but at this point, you are a Facebook user. But I will definitely say your name if you type your name. um, there must be boundaries. Do you agree?
Yes,
I agree. I agree.
you have to teach them to set those boundaries, but
And we
that's
also,
a part
as
of the tool,
parents,
that's a part of the
we
toolkit.
have to set those boundaries as well. I think as
Yes.
parents, we have to set those boundaries as well. That was good. Thank you for that audience. Share. That was really good because there must be boundaries, right? And so, do you
Mhm.
want to talk about it? Do you want to talk about some of the boundaries that we can set as parents to help you guys out with dealing with our children when they come in for your services?
Yes. So, and I hate to keep referring to when we were younger, but that's the only thing that I have to pull from, because, you know, even though, when we were younger, we complained about a lot of different things that happened, right?
Hmm.
But as you got older, you appreciate them. Like bedtimes, right?
Hmm.
Teaching kids about themselves, teaching kids about their body. Because one thing that a lot of kids that I work with are exposed to:
Hmm.
abuse, neglect, and trauma. And teaching them how to, What's appropriate, what's not appropriate, what's an appropriate touch, what's not an appropriate touch, what's an appropriate conversation, and who to have an, as well as who and when you're speaking and having these conversations, what's appropriate. So
Right.
we have to help them to break down when to have certain conversations, who to have these conversations with, and let them know if anything is happening to them that they have a safe place. They have a safe place and a safe space. But you have to open up and be able to be in relationship with your children. I'm not saying be their friends.
Right.
I'm
Right.
saying be in relationship with your children so that you know your children. And when you're in relationship and you know your children, you can have conversation with them, have real conversation. Don't tiptoe around, don't pity pat around. Have real conversations with your children.
This is good because when you say, get to know your children,
Mhm.
we all live in the same house and you think you know your children. But man, listen, your kids
Mhm.
will teach you some lessons and you
Mhm.
will definitely eat some things.
Yes,
Man,
ma'am.
once my kids became teenagers, my whole mindset shifted
Shifted.
around just what I understood and knew about my kids. I knew nothing about my kids. And I lived in the house with them. We did things together. We went places together, right? We ate dinner together. And I
Mhm.
still, till this day,
Mhm.
am
Mhm.
still shocked
Mhm.
because even I have a 24-year-old, I have a 19, nope, she's 20. I have a 24, a 20, and a 17, 16-year-old. Listen, every day, I feel like every other day, I learn something new about
Mhm.
my kids. And every time I think I got them figured out, here they go
It's
again
something.
with
Mhm.
something different.
Something new. They'll change up on you. But you know what? The beautiful part of that, Tori, is, and I'm pretty sure you and there's a lot of children and people in the world today and in society that have conversations with their children, just like you and I have. And as they age and get older, guess what? They're not afraid to come have conversations with us.
Right.
They're not afraid to come and have conversations with us because we've already won. We've set boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
We've set boundaries with them to let them know, who's the adult, who's the child, and we've also set a level of respect.
Mm.
We've set a level of respect. That's one thing that I think is pertinent in any relationship. If it's your biological child, if it's not your biological child, all of the hundreds of children, the hundreds of youth and young adults that I work with
Mm-hmm.
respect me. They respect me because they know that I'm genuinely, authentically here for them. They
But you
respect
respect
me.
yourself as well. They respect you because you respect yourself.
Yes. And
And
I
you set
show up for
boundaries.
them.
And you set boundaries.
Yeah, I set boundaries and I'm firm. But
Right.
I also lead in love. And
Okay.
they know that they can come to me.
Okay. So someone said they are privileged to more information than we were, so we have to stay informed as well. And that's true.
Exactly.
That is true. I can say that I have definitely been a little lost to the things that are to our children. And
Mm-hmm.
every time, I find out something, I'm just like, well, where did this come from? Or when did they start doing this? Or when did this come to be? And it was things that you never really even think about, like
Mm-hmm.
vaping and all this other crazy stuff that these kids are doing that we really didn't know anything about. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not a TV watcher. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a TV watcher. I don't watch TV much. And I just don't run in certain circles. And so it's just some
Mm-hmm.
things that I just don't know. And man, listen, sometimes you listen to your kids talking or they come home and they tell you a story from school and some of these things that are happening to these children. My
Mm-hmm.
God. And
Mm-hmm.
you're like, what? Huh? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
so the kids, their mental health matters.
Yes.
It matters so much. And then it's amazing. that they have an outlet to come to. And it is amazing how you serve children and what you do. So I love it. I love it. I love it.
And you know what, Tori? It's also what just downloaded into me just right now is the other difference that we had, our children have now that we didn't.
Mm,
Everybody is rush, 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 right?
mm,
We all have, not we all, but people now have two income households if they're married. If not, you're working a 9 to 5, you own a business, you're doing this, you're doing that, and you're here, you're there, you're stretched time, so there's not so much time for family time. When we were
right.
coming up, though we were latchkey kids, and maybe your parents weren't home when you got home from school, but regardless which household or whose household you were in, when it came time for dinner, everybody sat down at the table to eat. You had conversation. You had conversation.
It was
And
definitely
now there's
different.
no time for conversation. Kids are eating their meals in their rooms.
Mhm.
Parents are eating their meals in front of the computer screen doing work. Nobody has time to have conversation. So how would you be in a
Ouch.
relationship and know?
Ouch.
How would you have time to know what's going on?
That's good. That's good. And so we have to do our due diligence to get our families back. That's one thing that I love doing. I intentionally make sure that we eat dinner together, or
Mhm.
try to anyway, to get everybody down at the same time. But nevertheless, that's good.
Mhm.
That's good information. So someone says, what about the grandchildren? OMG, that's a whole new level. Listen, I haven't gotten there yet. But I know I
Listen.
used to tell my mom that she was much softer on my children than she was on me. Listen.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I think grandparents, after they have fought the good fight, right,
Hmm.
to get us all the way together, they're a little bit more lenient on the kids of this age. Uh,
It's their time to sit back and watch us do it and laugh at us as we do some of the things that they did.
right. Or that I told you
Say,
so.
remember you said you wasn't gonna. I'm not gonna.
Right. So Mia
And I,
Wendy says hi, and she also says she loves your
Wendy,
hair.
thank you.
All right, so let's talk Herpreneur Network. So, why the Herpreneur Network? How did you come to be a part of the Herpreneur Network?
Well, let me tell you. So in 2021, I was out here in the world, being me, wearing 50 million hats, showing up for everybody and everything except for me. And I hit a brick wall. And I heard God's voice clearly in December of 2021. I felt the shifting. So I lost my best friend, my stepdad, in April of 2021. And that was hard for me. It was very hard. It was hard for me to process. So I tried not to process it. I tried to just keep going and showing up and making sure everybody else was okay, because that's what I do. I pour myself into work. And so towards the end of the year, around the holiday season, I couldn't put that mask on anymore. It got harder because around the holidays is when we would share with cooking. We would share food, meals, recipes, and so it was hard for me. And so I hit a brick wall, and I was broken. And leaving out of 2021, God gave me 3 words, and it was transformation, elevation, and position.
Wow.
And so I, was praying and praying and preparing myself for a fast that January. My birthday's January 8th.
Mhm.
So coming into coming into 2022, um, God was whispering a lot of different things in my ear. And I noticed that I could hear him more clearly because I had removed myself from, you know, some things. And I finally got a counselor. I started therapy. I started going to therapy. And in the midst of me going to therapy, I started to realize that, well, back up in December, I realized that I was pouring from an empty cup.
Okay.
I was giving this and giving that and helping, you know, anybody that I could. Anyone who asked me, I'll give you the shirt off of my back,
Mhm.
right? I'll give you the last $5 out of my bank account if you
Right.
needed it.
Right.
And I realized that I was pouring from an empty cup. And at that point and at that moment, I realized what I would hear like some of the elders tell me, you're going to hit a brick wall and you have to take care of yourself before you take care of anyone else. And I never knew what that meant because I saw so many people as a child taking care of everything else except for the things that I felt like should have been taken care of, um in regards to building relationship. And that's why I speak about generational trauma and generational curses,
Wow.
um because it's deep rooted in some of our families.
Mhm.
And long story short, I just told you all that to say this: as I was coming into 2022, I was introduced to Clubhouse. And in Clubhouse, introduced to Clubhouse prayer room. So I was going on a different, in a different prayer room,
Mhm.
and I happened to come across the weapon room.
That
And
weapon will get you.
the weapon room in March of 2022. And just being in the weapon room, it was just, I heard God tell me, this is your tribe. And it was like, as I kept coming to the weapon room, I came into a weapon room on a Thursday, right?
Mhm.
And that same Saturday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday morning, I was laying in bed and I was praying, and I was like, you know what, I haven't done my affirmations in a while. And
Mhm.
so I said, okay, God, I'm going to do my affirmations. So I reached for my phone to turn on my YouTube so I can do the affirmations that I've been doing on YouTube. And
Got a
when I
clubhouse notification.
pulled my phone open, it said Saturday morning affirmations on Clubhouse with Herpreneur Network. So I'm like, okay, God, that was number two.
Okay. Mhm.
And just it was just like that. It was like I just kept getting confirmation.
Mhm.
Dr. Nikki showed up. He said, you know what? And I told her, as well as Dr. Miyata, the three words that God gave me coming out of 2021. And Dr. Nikki said, your position is you showing up for yourself. It is time for you to show up for yourself. It's your show up season for you. And it was like confirmation because God had just told me that. And so I was like, yep, this is my tribe. And so I connected. I did some coaching with Dr. Miyata. I came to the Strong Her retreat in September, and baby, my whole life changed. I had an encounter with God that I've never had before in my life.
Strong Her retreat was amazing.
And he was like, hey girl, hey,
Yeah.
I've been waiting for you to show up and stop trying to walk around being me. Stop
Wow.
trying to walk around being Jesus. I didn't give you that assignment.
Listen.
So that's why Herpreneur Network. It is
Okay.
really a sisterhood of women collaborating, creating, and celebrating one another, not only in business and ministry, but also in life.
Awesome. So our founder is here. Hey,
Hey,
Dr.
Dr. Nikki.
Hey, girl, hey. All right,
Hey,
so our founder
beautiful.
is here. Listen, she said, you are so beautiful, people. Listen, we love you, Dr. Nikki.
Love you.
Yes, yes, yes. Listen, okay, so we have a Facebook user that said, hi, ladies. Drop your name in the comments so that I can acknowledge you. But welcome, welcome, guys. All right, and Michelle said, Mia, that's good. And it is. That's good that you were able. And someone also said self-care is essential.
Yes,
And listen,
ma'am.
come on to the Strong Her Retreat. It is
Yes,
going to be
ma'am. It
going
is.
down in Destin, Florida. in September. And listen, it is going to be an amazing 5 days and 4 nights of self-care, guys. So
Yes,
get your good
yes,
girlfriends together, right? I got to see Mia
yes,
for the first time at the Strong
yes.
Her Retreat as well. And so get your good girlfriends together
Hmm.
and definitely plan to come out to the Strong Her Retreat. All right, so Lakeisha Pope, listen, the herpreneurs are in the building. Lakeisha Pope says, hi, sister. And Dr. Nikki says she loves your hair. Come through, Mia.
Thank you.
It is super cute. All right, so how have you grown since being a part of the Herpreneur Network?
I can say that I have developed a different type of confidence. People who know me know that I'm not an introvert.
Mm-hmm.
If you know me,
Okay.
I when I show up, I show up all of me. I am the life of the party. I am, you know, hands down. You would think that I have all of this confidence, right?
Right.
Well, what I have gained is confidence to be the woman that God created me to be.
Come on.
Because a lot of things that I would do, it was like my defense mechanism
Mm,
so that I wouldn't show people exactly who I was because I didn't think I was worthy of my call.
mm.
So I would say that I've developed confidence,
Godly confidence.
godly confidence to
Yes.
unmuzzle my mouth and
Okay.
show up as he has created me, show up for him the way he created me to.
And now you are an intercessor.
And now I am an intercessor in the weapon room.
Congratulations. 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 That's amazing.
Yes, I was speechless. I was just like looking like me. Did she say me? Me? Oh, okay.
It's amazing to have a servant leader that definitely hears from God
Hmm.
and definitely leans her ear for
Hmm.
instruction from God.
Hmm.
And so,
Yes,
congratulations, sis.
yes. Why
Listen,
not? Yeah, like why not show up? Why not show up for me? I show up for everybody else. I root for everybody else. I'm the biggest cheerleader for everyone else.
that's
And
a whole
when it,
hashtag. Why not
yeah,
show up for me?
yeah,
Hashtag, why not show up for me?
mhm,
That's awesome. So,
yes.
what's next for you? What's next for Mia? What you working on?
Girl, listen, God has been downloading. So I started Precision Domestic Services, which is my cleaning company here in Plant City, Florida, and Tampa, Florida. I started that business in 2012, and I started that business in 2012,
Mhm.
and I did cleaning, organizing, interior design, and I am relocating. I
Okay.
am currently relocating to Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
And so when God told me to relocate to Atlanta, Georgia, I'm like, well, what does that look like for business?
Mm,
Like, I don't know anybody there. So now I have to build a different type of clientele, which I typically like to do vacation rental, right? Clean
mm.
out because it's easy, it's in and out, as well as interior design.
Okay.
Uh, I love to do that as well. Um, but I don't know anybody in that market. So
Mhm.
as I'm praying, I'm like, okay, God, what is it that you want me to do in Atlanta? So when I was a youth, right, we talk about sometimes in the rooms with our sisters in Herpreneur Network, what did we dream about as a youth? What did you dream about doing? What did you dream about? And as I sit and think about it, and I would think about that, um, uh-oh, did I lose you?
No,
Am I still
ma'am.
here?
You're fine. You're
Okay.
fine. You're
Sorry.
fine. No, you're
As
fine.
I sorry, I thought I lost you. But as I sat and I thought about that, I would think about that as I would listen to what people said they dreamt about as a youth. Um, all I could think about is I dreamt about survival. I was
Mm,
just trying to survive.
wow.
And God put it in my spirit. He reminded me of one of my dreams and my goals and my desires was to own a health and wellness center. If I could offer health and wellness to my community, to my culture, so that they can be whole, mind, body, and spirit,
Wow.
that's what I would do. And God is positioning me so that I can make that dream come true.
Okay,
Um,
God.
I love physical fitness. I love helping people with accomplishing their fitness goals, um, giving tips for nutritional values. I in my job as a hospital social worker, I help out elderly with their transition of care to the next level.
Okay.
So providing them with resources also helped me to realize that it's necessary and needed in our community, level resources for not only mental health, physical health,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And the more we live in this world, we realize that we also need help with our spiritual well-being.
Yes, we do.
So what's next for me
What's
is I am starting my health and wellness center in Atlanta. Sorry, my health and
awesome?
wellness center in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yes, Lucas Loving Heart Health and
Oh,
Wellness Center in
yes,
Atlanta. Yes, ma'am.
Mia.
Um, I am. I will be doing a pop-up Bible study this Wednesday,
Okay.
uh, 5 p.m.
Mhm.
Eastern Standard Time. So
Okay.
that would be 6 p.m. I mean 4 p.m. your time.
Uh-huh.
I think those are the times. If not, I'm gonna put it in a link in my Facebook for you all to
Okay.
follow me. I'm doing a pop-up Bible study. I'm also working on, it will be published, not published, it will be released this week,
Mm-hmm.
an Bible study journal, and it's
Nice.
titled Activate Her. So
Activate
it's
her.
titled Activate Her. It's a Bible study journal
Okay.
where I break down how it's important for us to not only pray, read the word, create our affirmation, how the three of those together help us to manifest.
Okay.
Studying the word,
Okay.
praying what we've studied,
Uh-huh.
and affirming ourselves. So speaking the word that we've studied
And
over
you
our
said it's
lives so
coming
that
out
we
when?
can manifest.
And when is it coming out?
This week. I don't have
This
the
week.
select the exact date, but this week. So it's a journal. It's Activate Her.
Mm-hmm.
I am working on I'm a part of, sorry, the I am an overcomer woman with Dr. Nikki Ziegler,
Mm-hmm.
and that will
Anthology.
be, yes, that will be out September 8th.
Okay.
Yes, and then shortly after, you will
Mm-hmm.
have the Freedom to Find Peace Through the Pieces, where I break down and help you all to understand what generational curses look like, what generational trauma looks like, and how we
Mm-hmm.
move past it, and
Wow.
how we wake up and understand that we can't get to our generational wealth that was already laid up for us until we lay aside these small things that the enemy tell us.
That'll preach. Listen, that's gonna be good, Mia.
Yes.
I am
And
so
then I
excited.
have a t-shirt line that's going to be coming out as well. The freedom
Freedom.
to
Through
find
my
peace through the
piece.
pieces.
Okay, freedom equals peace. What is it? Through my pieces? Keep
Yes.
keeping the end in
Keeping
mind.
the end in mind. John 8:36.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yes.
okay,
That's
okay. I
something God
love
gave me. All of this was downloaded from him.
it. Awesome.
The
Awesome.
colors and everything.
So your lives that you're going to be doing for your Bible study, is that going to be incongruent with your journal?
Yes. Well, yeah. I'm gonna start those, and then yes, it'll be congruent with the journal, but it's
Hmm.
just me showing you how to use it, and then
Okay.
then the people can use the journal on their own,
Um,
and write down what their goals are.
so,
It's something that they
so
could
follow
probably use hand in hand with like a vision board.
okay.
So this is
Okay.
what I desire, or these are some things that I desire. Um, go in your word, study about it, Do
Okay.
some research about it, study about it, pray about it,
Mhm.
speak about it, and then they can keep track as these things come into manifestation.
Okay, so how could people follow you so that they can make sure that
Mhm,
they're able to tune in,
mhm,
and also when you launch,
mhm.
that they will be able to get the journal when it comes out?
Well, they can follow me on Facebook.
Hmm.
I'm on Facebook, Mia Lucas.
Okay.
I'm on Facebook, and I'm currently doing a 30-day challenge on Facebook where I am giving people tips and tools on how to, as God put me through self care boot camp last year, how to effectively have subtle self care moments daily,
Okay.
because self care should be a daily thing. It shouldn't be, just now and every now and then. It should be daily. So I'm doing that. On social media, but Facebook, Mia Lucas, and on Instagram, it's PDS underscore freedom to peace.
All right. One more
No,
time.
cleaning to freedom. Sorry, cleaning to freedom.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna start over. It's
Yep.
PDS underscore cleaning to freedom
Uh-huh.
underscore peace.
Okay. And this is
That's Instagram.
okay. So one more time. Your Instagram is
PDS
uh-huh.
underscore
Uh-huh.
cleaning to freedom underscore peace.
Okay. All right. Dr. Nikki still on here?
It's a lot. It's a whole lot. Look, that was me. It wasn't him, it was me. But everything that he is downloading, I'm switching. Look, I am in transition.
Amen, 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 amen. All right, Coach Ann. Look. She be snatching edges. She sure do.
Yes, you
Well,
do.
awesome, 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 Mia. I love this. So, how important as is it as an entrepreneur for you to give back by way of volunteering? Because you do a lot of volunteering.
Hmm.
You do a lot to help the community.
Hmm.
Even with your work with kids, after work, you go and work with more kids. And so I love that about you. You're so giving, and you
Hmm.
absolutely love serving. And I
Hmm.
think that a lot of people should gravitate towards that.
Hmm.
Every opportunity that I get to volunteer,
Hmm.
to go and feed the homeless, or
Hmm.
to go and do things in the community, I really try my best to take part in those types of things, because that's what it's about. It's about community, right? It's about building the community. So let's
Amen.
have a
Yes.
conversation about it. How important as an entrepreneur is that?
It is extremely important. It is extremely important as a Christian woman in business,
Well, okay.
to give back to give back to the community and to give back to the less fortunate, as well as it's important because we are called to serve God's people, right? And we're called to reach others. We're called to minister on his behalf. We're
Mhm.
called to expand his kingdom. And we can't do it if we just stay within our own four walls and we never run into anyone else and we never give to anyone else and we never help anyone else.
Wow.
We have to get outside of ourselves because
Mhm.
this life is not about us.
She getting serious, y'all. Look at that. She about to preach. And you're so right. It's not about us. And so we have to make sure that we lend our arms and our hands, and definitely our time. And that is exactly what you do. And I think it is amazing what you do to support children, and also to give back to the community. So when you're not doing all of that, what do you like to do for fun?
I'm trying to get my life right now so that I like to spend time with family first
Hmm.
and foremost.
So tell us about your
Um,
kids.
so I have two young men, two young kings,
Okay.
um, 19 and 23. And
Okay.
when you spoke about, being out of reach and out of touch, um, it, I'm in a position where I'm blessed to be in their circle.
Okay.
And I'm exposed to, various ages of children, right?
Mhm.
Um, and my sons also, they both do music in different areas, with production and writing music. And
Okay.
so anything that they have, I go to. So it's important for me to spend time. Family time is very important to me. I love I love my babies. I'm so proud of them.
All right. All right. All right. Awesome. Awesome.
Family time. I like listening to music. I love
Okay.
dancing. I love reading. I love working out, running. I have to do something some type of cardio daily, because everything that I do, that is like my release. So I can either run, do a power walk, do a spin class. Um,
I like to ask all the healthy people, what's your favorite food?
what's my favorite food?
What's your favorite food?
I love, and hands down, I love fruits and vegetables.
What? Really?
I love fruits.
Really,
I can
y'all?
eat fruits
Really?
and vegetables.
Really,
I'm
y'all?
not a big, yeah, and I don't eat pork. I don't eat I don't eat pork. I don't eat beef. I don't eat red meat.
Ooh.
Um I'm very particular about what I put in my body. What I put in my body. I'm very particular
Amen.
about what I put in my mind.
Amen. Amen.
So I like to read and I like to learn new things. So I also like to
So what's your cheat day food though? What's your cheat day? Okay, what's the cheat day
well,
food?
what I can say is this, because I don't have a cheat day. I just eat. I
Okay.
just eat. I
Okay.
like to eat. I like food now. I love to eat. And I love to cook.
Okay.
I love to cook
So
and I
what's your
love
favorite? Okay, so what's your favorite meal to
to
cook?
cook.
Dr. Nikki.
To
Listen,
cook.
she said she wants the cold potatoes.
You want some cold? No, no to the cold mashed potatoes. We'll have a chat offline about them cold mashed potatoes.
Uh-oh, Dr. Nikki. She go.
But my favorite meal to cook is sauteed cabbage, um, jerk chicken
Okay.
or jerk salmon,
Okay. Okay.
um, and baked sweet potato.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I can get with that. I love salmon. Now that is one thing that I do love. I love salmon. I love cabbage.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Dr. Nikki,
Yeah,
she about to eat some of this red velvet cake.
that is not a part of the plan.
Dr. Nikki, I'm gonna eat me a piece of
You know
cheesecake.
what? But you know
Listen,
what though? I
we
was
gonna whisper
never
behind
really
your back.
I was never really big on sweets. But one thing I can say, like the older I get, because I'm very mindful of the changes that my body is making,
Hmm.
especially as I'm 45 years old. So as I get closer to my menopause age, I'm mindful of the changes my body make and the different hormone levels, right?
Hmm.
And I will say, within the past year, I have developed a sweet tooth certain times of the month.
Two. I have two. You're not alone. I have two. I have two.
And the thing is, I'm like, I want something sweet, but the thing is, I never know what it is. I'm like, what do I
Or
want? What
anything
do I
sweet.
want?
Anything.
And I've learned that I like brownies and chocolate cake.
Okay, now see now we getting somewhere. And now we getting somewhere.
I learned that I like brownies and chocolate cake.
Okay. Now I don't do the chocolate cake. I'll
Mhm.
eat a piece of brownie, but I'm not a big chocolate
Listen, and
person.
I'm gonna drink about a gallon of water after I'm done eating it.
Yep, that's a good way to drink water. All right, so let's catch up on these comments. All right, so Queen Anne says saute cabbage. Yes to the cabbage, Queen Anne. I love me some
Yes,
cabbage. I will fry some
yes,
cabbage in a minute. So yes, saute cabbage, Mia. Yes, yes. All right.
yes.
And then we have someone that says you are not alone and any and everything sweet.
I,
So
yeah, I
I'm
can't do
learning to
any and
become a
everything.
little bit more adventurous with my sweets. And Dr. Nikki says she loves cabbage. Now, cabbage is good. And I love salmon, Mia. I can
Hmm.
eat a piece of salmon.
Every day.
Yeah. Oh,
And I
Dr.
like
Nikki
tacos.
don't like brownies. I can eat a half a brownie. Can't eat a whole one, Dr. Nikki, but I can eat a half a brownie. But Mia says she likes brownies and chocolate
And
cake.
chocolate cake.
So now
Right.
we know what to get Mia.
Like,
We know what to get her now.
but not a lot, because it'll go bad. Only certain times I can have it.
Brownies?
Yes, it's not, because I'm not going to
Okay.
eat it. If I don't have a craving, or if I don't want, I'm not going to eat it. That's not going to be my go-to.
Right.
My go-to is going to be some fruit.
Dr. Nikki said she's about to eat her cold mashed potatoes and her cake.
Tell her don't fall off the wagon, Dr. Nikki. Don't fall off the wagon. You've been doing so good. Don't fall off the wagon.
Oh, Dr. Nikki, you doing good.
Yes.
Oh, you can't
Don't
see
fall
Dr.
off the
Nikki.
wagon.
Let me see. Somebody said they're making cabbage right now. Okay, Katie says she's making cabbage right now.
Girl, take me some.
Dr. Nikki said she done failed. She done failed. She done failed. She done failed. Literally.
So you know what else I'm gonna do? I am gonna create a workout plan for the Herpreneur Network.
Look up. Did you just say something?
Physical activities, some fun physical activities for you all to do this summer, and you're gonna like it.
Good. How many of us could appreciate Mia? She says she's going to create a physical activities workout for the Herpreneur Network. Listen.
Yep. Some fun things for you all to do. Really, Dr. Nikki?
Keisha said, thank you, Mia. You gave me and Junior dinner for this week. Come through. Come through. Okay, so salmon, cabbage, and a baked sweet potato. Listen, we got it. How many of you agree that we need to do better? How many of you need a Mia in your life? Listen, we need you to meal plan. Come on, Lakeisha, right? We need her to meal plan so that we can make sure that we're eating healthy.
Yep.
Dr. Nikki.
She called me.
Listen, there she go. I repent.
I repent. That's the first thing we have to do, right?
With your workout, give us a meal plan too. Come on, Dr. Nikki, we gonna do it. Somebody said, I need a Mia. Thank God for her. Listen, we thank God for you, Mia. Dr. Nikki,
I thank God for y'all.
We got this, Dr. Nikki. We got this. This has been fun, sis. This has been fun. I love it. As we get older, we do need to be more conscious about what we eat. And what we take into our body, and so that's really good. So
and make sure you're increasing your water intake.
Here she go, y'all. Now she teaching too.
Your water intake.
Okay, so
another thing that I have coming out.
Go ahead, because you in the groove. So why is it important for us to drink water?
I mean, not just water. It's just important for you to put whole things in your body. It's important to drink water because, first of all, our body is made up of 90% water, right? And it helps us to flush different things out of our system. So if you drink more water, put down the soda, the juice with the high fructose corn syrup, and just do 100% juice.
Okay.
It helps to flush out your lymph nodes and your lymphatic system. It helps with everything. It helps you to think a little bit better. It gives you energy.
All right, Dr. Nikki. So when you put that cake down, you got to pick up some water.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I was going to say something, Torri, that I forgot to tell the people that I'm working on as well.
Okay.
Mia notes, a notebook. Mia notes, the notebook. So Mia notes notebook. So just it's inside with me and Torri. I do the room in the morning, and typically I'm the type of person, I have to see certain things, and so I'll go and I'll research that, or if I have my Bible app open while we're in the weapon room. So if they say a scripture, I just automatically copy paste and put it in. Or if
Listen,
something
you're
comes
the
up, I'm
best
typing
note
up my notes.
taker ever. You are
Huh?
the best note taker ever. How many of you, where are my Herbassador sisters at? Let's show Mia some love because she be keeping us all the way together in the weapon room.
Listen,
Come on, let's shout
when I
out
tell
Mia
you all,
because
like,
she
my
is
notes
the
go back.
beast at the
Look,
notes. Listen.
them notes go back. I have it open. I'm ready.
Man, listen, Mia, you be on it. Listen, you be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You keep us
Put your
all
bullet
the way
points. So,
together.
yep.
How many of us can appreciate Mia notes? I know I do. I do. I have copied, I have screenshots. That's right. Mia is the bomb.com. Yes, she is. And she keep them notes coming. That's right. She is on point. She always delivers. We can always count
Thank
on
you.
Mia. Look, we know when she ain't there. But she's the intercessor now, y'all, so she's gonna be there every day.
Yes. Look, God is doing some marvelous things.
Look at there,
And I'm
everybody.
here for it all.
The notes. Awesome, 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 awesome. This is fun. This is fun. I'm so glad you were able to join me on tonight. I'm so glad you let us into your world and let us know about what you got going on and what you're doing. And so, any last words before we let you go? Any last words that you want to leave with the people that are watching? Okay.
Oh, yes. It is important for you to
Ooh.
show up for you. Show up for you. Show up for the person that God created you to be. And how do you know that? You know that by it's things that I hear my herpreneur sisters say. If it's something good, it's from God, right? Because God will give you something good. If it's not good, it's not from God. But show up for yourself. Establish a real, authentic, genuine relationship with God. And He will knock your socks off. He will show you who you are. He will create paths for you. He will open doors that you would have never seen coming.
Yes, He will.
And that's all I have is just show up for you.
Show up for you.
Develop a relationship with God,
Yes.
and that will take you everywhere. Read your word and affirm yourself, and it will take you everywhere.
And that's awesome. Thank you so much for pouring into us. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Let's clap it up for Mia. Thank you, Mia. So excited about all the amazing things that you have going on, sis. Cannot wait to see all of these things as they come to fruition. Hats off to you. And thank you for your continued service, for how you pour into us, those of us who get to enjoy Mia being a part of the Herpreneur Network. Listen, come on and join us. Listen,
Yes.
come on and join us. Listen, everything you need is in this network, right?
Yes.
Everything that you can think of. Somebody has their hand in it, is doing it. Yes. Clap it up for Mia. And we absolutely love you, Mia. Thank you for how you serve the network.
I love you.
And we appreciate you, sis. Awesome. All right, guys. So let's say bye to Mia. Bye, Mia.
Love you all. Bye.
All right, guys. That was awesome. Listen, Dr. Nikki, do you want to pop the website in the chat? Guys, don't forget about... Let's get it in. Don't forget about summer school, guys. Register. It is absolutely free for you to register for summer school. We would love to have you come be a part of summer school with us. Also, if you have a desire to join the network, we have an interest meeting that is going down in just a few moments, guys. And so now's the time for you to jump in and join the interest meeting to find out all the amazing things about the Herpreneur Network, guys. The website is in the chat. Dr. Nikki says, inbox her right now. Inbox her right now so that you can get the link for the interest meeting. Listen, go to theherpreneurnetwork.com. And listen, now is an amazing time to join the network. You can come in right now for only $29. Listen, guys, this is the most amazing time to join the network. Go right to the website, click on membership, guys, and come in at the tier that best suits your needs, guys. But you can come in at just $29, guys. So we're excited about this. Listen, we've got some new herbassadors and some new herpreneurs that are joining daily, guys. And we are building, man, listen, we are building for the kingdom. This network is an international network of Christian women in business and in ministry, guys. And it is absolutely amazing, amazing, amazing. And like I said, we have our summer school that is going on right now. And it is absolutely free to join us in summer school. Our summer school classes are on Saturday mornings, guys. For the next 11 weeks, you're going to be able to chime in on Saturdays and learn and grow with the Herpreneur Network, right? Summer school is open for everyone, guys. And tuition is absolutely free. And so I'm excited, guys, about summer school. I think my day is around the 20-something of August, guys. So just stay attuned. Look for the flyer, guys. It is circulating all around. Make sure that if you see it, share it. And make sure that you sign up for summer school. Also, if you are watching us on YouTube, guys, click like and subscribe, guys, and share the live. Invite someone. We're here every Monday. And I'm excited to be bringing you my sisters in the Herpreneur Network, as well as giving you an opportunity. If you are a business owner and you have a desire to come on the talk show, let people know who you are, what you do, and who you serve, I would love to interview you guys. And so you can email me. You can email the Herpreneur Network at gmail.com, or you can email marketing at theherpreneurnetwork.com. And we will definitely get you to where you need to be. So many exciting things is going on in the network, guys. Listen, we are going to Atlanta in January. We are going to Houston in March. Listen, I'm excited, guys. This is amazing. And also, we'll be in Destin in September, guys. And so we've got so many amazing things that is going on in the network. And so you want to make sure that you are connected, right? And you want to make sure that you do it now. Now is one of the best times to join the network. And we would absolutely love to have you guys. So inbox Dr. Nikki so you can jump on that interest meeting, guys. And listen, whew, man, it's nothing to it. Like Dr. Nikki said it just a few minutes ago. Just do it. If God has given you a vision, if he has given you if he's given you a business, if he's given you a vision, if he's planted something on the inside of you, listen, you have to cultivate it, right? And you have to do your due diligence to birth it, right? To bring it forth so that you can serve in the way that God has destined for you to serve, guys, because we need your books, right? We need your books. We need your business, guys. We need your teaching. We need your gifts and talents that God has placed on the inside of you guys. And so let's just do it. Let's do the work, right? Let's hold ourselves accountable to do the things that we need to do so that we are able to walk in our God calling. Listen, who's ready? I know I am. I have some things that I need to do. I have some things that I need to get done before the end of this year, guys. And we've got to tap in. And summer school is a great opportunity. Next on Saturday coming, it's going to be Dr. Connie, and she's going to be talking about your mindset, guys. And listen, change your mindset, change your life, hands down. And that is one of the things that hinders us as entrepreneurs, guys. And so let's get a mindset checkup. Let's get a mindset check. Let's tune in, guys. So if you're not registered yet, make sure that you register for summer school. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining me. I am Torri Hammond, your Her Talk Show host. And listen, as always, just be classy, just be sassy, just be you, because no one can do you quite like you do. All right, guys. Good night. Bye.